Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame. And yes, the pullback is in full force. I do want to point out a few quick things. One, the 21 and 55 EMA have not crossed bullish. We have price action coming into bearish momentum trend, and we are right above support. As long as the daily close does not come under 23,500, we should be looking for sideways and an up. The volume on the daily is subsiding, so we can definitely see a pickup tomorrow into the close of the day. So that all depends on us not having to close under 23.5. If we close under 23.5, we are going to initiate a larger move to the downside because the trend of the upward move is coming into peril. We were following this channel and it looks like it's actually going to start playing out. Okay, and we're looking for the next level of support right around here, which is going to be the basically the block that we just broke out of, which is around 22,800 to 22,650. So we're going to be looking for some kind of support bounce in this area. If we don't get it, then we're looking for the support on the actual golden pocket, which is around 21,000. We don't get that, we're looking for the extension all the way on the bottom of where our support was, which is around 18,000. So keep that in mind. We never got to our 100 EMA, but as I was saying, as price action gets pushed down, this EMA will actually come and meet where we rejected. It's just a matter of time because these are lagging indicators. So that's why I'm saying that if price action does get under 21 and 55 EMA, and then we have a daily open and close underneath there, the possibility of us going to the downside becomes much, much bigger. Hopefully we get a bounce and then we can do a dead cat and then roll over. But if it just goes straight down, it's doable. I would not start looking at those scenarios until we have a 4-hour open and close underneath 23.5. Even an hourly under 23.5 will start putting some pressure to the downside. So keep that in mind. As long as we hold sideways here, we have the opportunity to come retest back up at 24,300 and see if we can hold it. If we can break above it, we can go higher. But if we get rejected here, we can play a little bit of ping pong going sideways in between these levels until we get out of this little bear flagging consolidation possible pattern over here in this channel. So that is what we're looking at on Bitcoin on a daily. Let's go to a 4-hour real quick. So on the 4-hour, we can see that we're actually coming in and about to test into the previous low over here. As long as we can hold above 23,600, we don't need to even be concerned with this, but an hourly open and close under 23,600, I would say that your possibilities of testing the 200 EMA become extremely, extremely high. And that is around 23,200, 22,300. If we don't get a bounce at this level, we're going to probably test the exact low of last week, which is around 22,500. And not holding that level is going to give us a much, much deeper retrace to the levels I spoke about before. And technically, there you go. So technically, the resistance to the upside is around 24,300. So until we get back above this 24,300, there is no real upside potential. We're probably going to grind these lows, and then if we lose the support, we're going to find the support over here on the bottom. There's a lot of confluence over here, and that's where people who are waiting for a deal will probably get it, because no one's buying long while we're in the retracement until we start closing sideways. And we have the possibility of doing it on the 100 EMA and the 200 EMA. And that's kind of where I'm squeezing my price action prediction into. So I'm going to leave this. Let me save this one for the guys. And I'll save this in the Discord group, guys. So members, feel free to look at this. I was trying to stream with the chart as well as live on Discord, but the streaming capability is not like happening due to the fact that it's just too much video card usage. So I will try to figure out a solution to that, and I will get back to you guys on that. But as of right now, we are hitting support. If we're gonna be able to hold it and go sideways on this 4-hour close, we can probably go sideways and start trying to test up. But if this next candle opens and there's pressure to the downside, yeah, we're gonna break that support, and then the 200 is the next level. Okay, there you go. So pre-market USA is down over 200 points. So something is going on to cause this sentiment of sell-off. Let me just check. I don't see. Okay. Gotcha. So apparently Target, one of the biggest retailers, is having issues with its inventory. So that caused earnings to take a hit. And I guess a lot of people are invested in Target and they don't like the sound of that. Makes it look like economy's recovery is not as strong as the news wants to say. But yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So I don't think we should be bearish into those kind of news articles. The fact that the market is not open for retail and it's dumping is kind of a gift to you. If markets are dumping into the New York Open, you give it like 15-30 minutes, you might see a midday reversal and you might be able to take a nice long scalp like I'm pointing out for Bitcoin and ride it up into the end of the day and just take your profit and wait for tomorrow to see what happens. So yeah, I'm always looking for fading the trade. So as we're dumping, I'm looking for the long. The short was yesterday. If you were following along the Discord group, I gave the shorts out yesterday and the possible long as well. So let me just quickly get this done. Okay, let's go now to the daily on Ethereum, and then I will let you guys out of here. Let me turn off all my indicators. All right, here is Ethereum on the daily. Same situation as Bitcoin, but a little bit stronger. We are coming into our support area. Now, as you saw this huge wick to the downside on this daily candle, that's not the sign of strength. But what I will say is that as long as we don't close under 1840 today, we can go sideways and up. That is a nasty sell-off wick, but it did not make a new low. So this could just be like a bullish retrace to stop out over leverage long. So I don't think this is a bearish situation yet. We have to wait for the daily close, and as long as we don't close under 1840, we have the possibilities of continuing to the upside. Okay, so here is the 4-hour. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the daily. Let me just put on my indicators. So this is what I'm looking at right now. So we already broke into my resistance area, and this is where I was saying I would like to take a short. I'm pretty sure people in my group did. And what we like to do is when we take a trade and it's a winning trade, we're always scalping the opposite end as a hedge, and we will have stop losses. So yeah, you might lose some stops, but you're basically making sure that you're locking in your profit. So taking a opposite trade while one profitable trade is running is kind of a form of a hedge, because the second you activate the opposite side trade, you're creating a straddle where your profit becomes the middle of the entry and of the long and the short. you're creating a little bit of a boxed area for you to make sure you're guaranteeing that profit. So, if you're in a winning long, when you're, above 100% profit and you don't want to close that trade because, hey, you think it's going up higher. Well, when you find some resistance, you can take a short, and then that long profit is locked in until you close out that short. Because if it keeps going up, yes, your short's losing money, but your long's making money to recoup the loss from the short, while the trade, which was already in 100% profit before you put on that hedge, locked in its gains. So there's ways to go about it, but yeah, I would look into that strategy, and we can talk about that later. One thing I want to point out is the 100 EMA is crossing the 21 EMA is crossing the 100 EMA. This is bullish. So this little bull flag over here, consolidation, just let this cross happen. That means buying is here. I think we're gonna put in a little bit of a bounce over here, and then the bounce can, oh yeah, see, this was my target over here, 1850 for the long on this consolidation. So if this is where we are gonna find our support, we should start riding back up and probably test back into this 1933 area, and then probably even get higher. I will draw another fib. It should be this one, honestly. Just remove this fib now. Let's assume this is the bottom. There you go. So our resistance to the top side is around 1890. As soon as we close above 1890 with 4-hour open and closes, we can look for the continuation move to the upside quickly, probably all the way to this like 1930, and then we have to see if we're going to get above this midline of this channel or not. If we do, we can continue up higher to the next resistance around 2065, or roll back down. So we're playing ping pong between these levels as of right now. Let me just save this, give this to the guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let me go to the 4-hour real quick. I'm going to turn off these indicators so that's in time loaded. But as you can see on the 4-hour, we are finding some rejection on the 21 EMA and support on the 55 EMA. So we are doing this little ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. If we start closing under 1840 and hourly even, I would say be careful and wait for some downside and look for support. But that is going to basically initiate a little bit of a liquidity grab, I want to say, kind of like a barting action, because we had this quick move up, did this 3 drives to liquidate all the shorts, and now we're basically going to the downside with this SFP that just happened on the 4-hour. And now we're basically going to test the bottom, and we can go all the way back over to at least 1760 without any real issues to the downside. It's when we start closing under 1650 that real downside will begin. This is all to be expected, this consolidation in this range. So keep that in mind. I have levels that I have marked out, and this is what we were trading. Our Discord members actually shorted these areas after the rejection, and we were laddering, and we had a long from here on the bottom of support yesterday, and we basically have it in stop loss. So I don't know if the stop actually should be hitting for most, but some people have it at their entry because we took profit on the 21 as well. So as everyone now converted into a short, some people have already or should have or will be taking profit after I let them know at the 55. And if we have a close under the 55, you can look for the 100 being the next level of profit taking, which is around 1800. And after 1800, you can look for this golden pocket to actually stop and close your short or take majority of your profit with a stop loss at entry, and then start stopping along at this area, which is also the EMA as well as the bottom of this rising channel. This rising channel, always I do red because the tops are usually the best shorts. The bottoms are, 50-50 scalp longs, but it's the descending channel that I like to buy the long off of. And like that. So we are going to be looking for a long off this, and we're looking for a short off of this channel. And those are the trend lines we are monitoring. Once we break out of this descending green channel and find support on it, we should be looking for further upside. So I know there's a lot of lines on the chart, but I promise you 90% of them are important. If that way, whenever I come to the chart, whatever price action is doing, I'm not like a deer in the headlights. I was already expecting moves in both directions. So yeah, that's the point I'm getting at. Aside from that, guys, today is gonna be an interesting day. We are at the highest volume day, Wednesday, and we should see some moves. And um, as of right now, I'm not bearish until we lose those support levels, at least the 55 EMAs. And then once that happens, I'll be looking to scalp a long on support, as I said. And if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know so I don't lose money. And please do like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, and that way you guys get these real-time updates as soon as one drops, and you can use it to your advantage. And also, please do look at our description of the video below for our Discord group. We are constantly trading, chatting, coming up with different scalping strategies there. So feel free to join there. There is a free side, which everything that everyone is getting, you get also. But there's a member side also where we are a little bit more serious with our trading, with entry, exit, stop losses, and we do live trading. We cover other assets. As of right now on the free side, it's Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I will add other assets as you request it. And yeah, we're gonna go do it like that. Right now on the member side, we're charging $20 a month, but for this month only, about 13 days left, I am giving you 3 free months with 1 month paid membership, which is $20 a month, guys. It's less than a cup of coffee a day, less than $1 a day. And that helps me cover my expenses to keep this going long term. So please do what you can to help the channel, and I will be around as long as you do. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Be safe. I'll talk to you guys soon.